Hey, what's up, Street Gods? Eric from the Eric from Street Photography Blog. So, I want to give you some practical tips on how to stay inspired in your photography, your street photography, and life, blah blah. Okay, so the first principle I actually learned was this is me after shooting about 10 years of street photography. It was all about, you know, trying to one up yourself in the past. Like, you know, you made a really good photo and you got like 100 likes on your photo, and the next time you upload a photo you want like 120 likes or 150 likes. And I was on this like treadmill for a long time, you know. 100 likes was my goal in life, and once I hit 100 likes I was like, okay, I'm so happy I could just retire in photography. And once I got 100 likes I was like, wait, that's it? Like, now I want 200 likes. So I worked hard on 200 likes. 200 likes turned to 300 likes, to 500 likes, 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes. And at that point I was just like, this is getting ridiculous. The photography became less about enjoying myself, like my original intent in photography. It just became more about getting a bunch of likes and trying to please other people. And I actually found some secrets of the universe I think I've discovered. First and foremost, I think in photography, the way to stay inspired forever and perpetually in photography is to always keep that beginner's mind, that original intent, that initial fun enthusiasm you had when you started photography. So for example, when I started photography, I just had a little Canon point and shoot digital ST600, like 1.3 megapixels or whatever. And when I started photography, it wasn't about getting a bunch of likes. I mean, social media didn't even exist really. Like, I remember starting like my photography website, my first original photo blog, but there wasn't really any real way to for people to like your stuff. I mean, people could leave comments and you could see your page views or your traffic, but there actually wasn't an efficient way to like pictures or anything like that. And then, you know, of course, when Facebook and Flickr came around, it became really exciting because people are like now like, oh, you know, you could be more engaged with the community, blah blah. And then, you know, now with Instagram, it just becomes a game about likes. And the reason why I think a lot of us get demotivated in photography and life is that we set up a certain expectation of how many likes we think we should get, and then once we don't get as many likes as we desire, we lose motivation, we lose encouragement, because it feels like you're not really making any progress in your photography. The problem is that social media likes, follower numbers, isn't a good indication of how you're doing as a photographer. The most important thing in your photography is for you to have fun, for you to enjoy yourself, for you to walk more, for you to shoot more. And so it is my new goal in life is that I'm not going to really care to keep making better photos. More like I just always want to be inspired to go on nice walks every single day, to shoot every single day, to essentially enjoy my life more, to find more possibilities, to be more excited about life. Because I think it's so easy in photography is that we become so jaded with everyday life. We're like, oh, it's so boring, you know, photography used to be so interesting. Or you get demotivated that like, oh, it's been like a few months or a few weeks or a few days that since I've gotten a good photo. Or let's say you made a photo that you really like and then you upload it to on a Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and it doesn't get as many likes as you think it should get. So it's all obviously very easy to get demotivated in that way too. So even right now, my photography, I've also discovered it's good to not be a prisoner of genres, which means don't just feel like you only have to shoot only street photography, or you made your name as a fashion photographer or portrait photographer, so you could only shoot fashion or street or whatever. Just allow yourself credence to shoot anything you want. Just like be like a kid. I actually discovered recently photos that I shot in like 2007 when I kind of started photography, and I was just amazed that I just photographed everything. I photographed like out of my like when I was out drinking, like soju bottles. I photographed my friends, my family, kids, whatever. I didn't put any sort of restrictions on myself in terms of what I could photograph, because this is before I even knew what photography genres were. This was when I just thought that, you know, as a photographer, you just photograph anything. So to be honest, one of the best things I've recently done in my photography in my life is delete my Instagram, because I had like 60,000 followers and it just became too much unnecessary pressure slash like pressure for myself to always have to get more likes and to always have to think about perfectly only uploading one photo a day. And this is actually what I'm starting to realize, that these algorithms, these different ways of like only uploading one photo a day exactly at noon to maximize your likes, it's really kind of fucking up our psychology and the way in which we create art. So I would actually recommend instead create your own website, create your own blog. I'd recommend bluehost.com and install wordpress.org. I personally use the Genesis theme, which is a paid theme, which I quite like. And yeah, start your own YouTube channel. Just kind of have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. I think, remember, isn't the purpose of photography isn't to be the world's best photographer, and the purpose isn't to like make the world's best photos or get the most likes. I think the purpose of photography is just for us to have more fun. It's for us to explore more, for us to walk more, for us to essentially, yeah, just go out and live more, for us to be more engaged with the world, to talk more with strangers, for us to essentially find more joy in everyday life. And so once again, no boundaries in your photography. Always stay inspired. Always stay true to your beginner's mind. Look back, maybe as an assignment, look back at your first photos that you ever shot and try to relive that initial enthusiasm, that passion, that joy you had for photography. And if you're crazy enough, think about deleting your Instagram. All right, I'm gonna go look for a coffee and hopefully find some more inspiration too. Peace out.